Hi, my name is Bashir Fadl, and I'd like to welcome you in this session with Learn IT Courses Online as we continue our journey into the business analyst career. So in today's session, we're going to deal with a very important component of the business analyst job description. Today, we're going to talk about JAD, Joint Application Development. JAD, Joint Application Development, is basically a process used to collect business requirements while developing new information systems for a company. The JAD process may also include approaches for enhancing user participation, expediting development, and improving the quality of specifications. The intention of a JAD session is to pull in subject matter experts, business analysts, or IT specialists to bring out solutions. A business analyst is the one who interacts with the entire group and gathers the information, analyzes it, and brings it out in a document. The business analyst plays a very important role in the JAD session. How do we use the JAD session? JAD sessions are highly structured, facilitated workshops that bring together customer decision makers and IT staff to produce high-quality deliverables in a short period. In other words, a JAD session enables customers and developers to quickly come to an agreement on the basic scope, objectives, and specifications of a project, or in case, not come to an agreement, which means the project needs to be reevaluated. So simply put, JAD sessions give us the following fruits. Number one, simplify. They consolidate months of meetings and phone calls into a structured workshop. Identify, which means issues and participants. Third, quantify, meaning information and processing needs. After that, clarify, which means crystallize and clarify all requirements agreed upon in the session. After that, unify. The output from one phase of development is input to the next. Finally, satisfy. The customers define the system, therefore it is their system. Shared participation brings a share in the outcome. They become committed to the system success. To oversimplify participants in a JAD session, let's think about something out of IT. Someone simply goes to a drive-thru restaurant and wants to order a sandwich. There's someone out there that's going to pay for the sandwich, and that's usually the buyer that's going to eat that sandwich, or maybe the parent that's buying it for their kids. There's someone that's going to take that order. There's someone that's going to cook that order. There's someone that's going to ring it up so that they can process that order. And all of those are key players to make sure that our customer gets their sandwich. In IT, a little bit more complicated than that, or more complex as a process, but basically we need different players, and those are the players that we're going to talk about to ensure that that project is done. Think about it if you're building an app, for example, or a website, or a CRM for a real estate agency. Well, you have your developer who can develop it, excellent technology, but they're not necessarily knowledgeable of real estate. You have your subject matter expert, who's the real estate person that is selling day in and day out, that knows the process, but doesn't understand necessarily the linguistics and the syntax of programming languages. And both of them might come up with an excellent idea to build in the website or the CRM that they're doing for their customer relationship management. Nonetheless, both of them are not paying for it. It's going to be the owner of the real estate agency that's paying for it. So there's different key players, and that's what we call the participants in a JAD session. So the participants involved in a JAD session include, number one, an executive sponsor. An executive sponsor is the person who drives the project, the system owner. They normally are from higher positions and are able to make decisions and provide necessary strategy, planning, and direction. Number two, subject matter experts. These are the business users and outside experts who are required for a successful workshop. The subject matter experts are the backbone of the JAD session. They will drive the changes. Number three, the facilitator. The facilitator chairs the meeting and they identify issues that can be solved as part of the meeting. The facilitator does not contribute information necessarily to the meeting. Number 4, key users. Key users, also called super users in some instances, have been used interchangeable and differs from company to company. Key users, however, are generally the business users who are more tightly aligned to the IT project and are responsible for the configuration of profiles of their team members during the project. And that's, as we can see kind of in the diagram that we have and the points that we have outlining some of those. So in summary, the JAD approach, in comparison with other traditional practices, is thought to lead to faster development time and greater client satisfaction. Why? Because the client is involved throughout the development process. And so in summary, JAD, Joint Application Development, is the process used to collect business requirements while developing new information systems for the company. Thank you for your time in this session.